There is a word you can say to a woman that will do more than compliments, more than gifts, more than long conversations, and more than desperate attempts to impress her. A single nickname, a simple, almost forbidden word, one that most men are too afraid to use and most women secretly crave to hear. Not because it sounds sweet, but because of what it signals: power, emotional control, authority without aggression, care without neediness. This one subtle shift can move you from being just another guy in her mind to becoming a man she cannot stop thinking about, a man who lingers in her thoughts long after the conversation ends, a man whose voice echoes in her emotions when she's alone. And today, you're going to understand why this works on a psychological level most men never reach. You see, attraction is not built on what you say. It is built on how you make her feel about herself when she is around you. Most men speak to women in a way that puts the woman above them. Their tone becomes softer, their words become careful, their energy becomes slightly nervous. They start using her name too much, praising her too often, trying to earn approval without realizing they are silently lowering their own position. And women feel this immediately, not consciously, but emotionally. Instinctively, a subtle shift happens. Respect decreases, curiosity fades, the mystery dissolves. But there is a very different energy that Stoic men carry. The energy of a man who is centered, grounded, calm, unmoved, a man who does not chase, does not impress, does not seek permission. He speaks from a place of emotional authority. And when this man uses a certain nickname, it does something unusual to a woman's mind. It triggers comfort, safety, curiosity, attraction, and emotional warmth all at once. It creates a feeling she cannot logically explain, but she feels it deeply. The nickname is simple: kid, not baby, not sweetheart, not princess, not anything that sounds like you're trying to please her. Just kid. And before you judge this, before you think it sounds strange, understand what this communicates psychologically. When you call her kid, you are not lowering her. You are subtly placing yourself in a higher emotional position, not in dominance, but in grounded maturity. You are signaling, without saying it directly, that you see her as someone you care about, someone you observe calmly, someone whose emotions you are not threatened by. You create a dynamic where you are the stable presence, and she is the one experiencing emotions around you. Women are deeply attracted to emotional stability, not emotional intensity. And this is where most men fail. They think passion attracts women. No, emotional steadiness attracts women. The kind of steadiness that makes her feel like she can be emotional, playful, expressive without you losing control. When you call her kid in a calm tone, you create this exact environment. Imagine this. She's slightly upset about something, maybe overthinking, maybe emotional. Instead of trying to fix it, instead of overreacting, you look at her calmly and say, "Relax, kid. It's not that serious." That one line does what 1,000 reassuring words cannot do. It lowers her emotional intensity instantly, because you did not react to her emotions. You contained them with your calmness, and something powerful happens inside her. She starts associating you with emotional safety. This is Stoicism in action. You are not controlling her. You are controlling yourself, and that control radiates outward. Another scenario. She teases you, tries to challenge you, maybe even playfully disrespects you. Most men get defensive. They try to win. They try to prove themselves. But the Stoic man smiles slightly and says, "You talk too much, kid. No anger, no ego, just calm authority." And now the game flips. Suddenly she is the one feeling playful, light, slightly intrigued. Because you did not engage emotionally. You stayed centered. You see, kid is powerful because it removes the romantic desperation from your tone and replaces it with relaxed masculine presence. It says, "I'm comfortable with you. I'm not trying to impress you. I'm not nervous around you. I'm not seeking your validation. I see you, I understand you, and I remain calm." Women rarely experience this from men, and when they do, they become fascinated because this energy reminds them of something deeply rooted in psychology. Safety combined with mystery. You are safe because you are emotionally controlled. But you are mysterious because you do not over-explain yourself. She begins to wonder why you are so unbothered, why you are so calm, why her words don't shake you, why you don't react like other men. And that curiosity is the beginning of obsession. Most men try to make women obsessed by giving more. More attention, more texting, more compliments, more presence. But obsession does not grow from abundance. It grows from emotional impact. When she feels something unusual around you, something she cannot name, something that disrupts her usual expectations of how men behave, her mind keeps returning to you. She starts replaying conversations. She starts remembering the way you said "kid" with that slight smile. She starts feeling a strange comfort when she thinks about you. And here's the deeper truth. Kid creates a psychological frame where she feels younger around you, more playful, less guarded, less tense. And women crave spaces where they can drop their emotional armor, where they don't have to be impressive, mature, or perfect, where they can just be. You become that space. And she does not even realize how it happened. This is why Stoic men never chase attraction. They create an environment where attraction grows naturally. You are not using a nickname to manipulate her. You are expressing your inner calm through your language. The word only works if your energy matches it. If you say it nervously, it fails. If you say it aggressively, it fails. But if you say it with quiet confidence, relaxed posture, slow speech, and steady eyes, it hits deeply. Because communication is not words. It is state of being. And now she begins to test you. She might say, "Why do you call me kid?" Most men would panic here. They would apologize, explain too much, ruin the mystery. But you simply smile and say, "Because you act like one sometimes." Then change the topic. You leave the question unanswered. And unanswered questions are powerful. They keep people thinking. She walks away wondering what you meant, wondering how you see her, wondering why she doesn't feel offended, wondering why she actually liked it. That is psychological tension. And tension is the root of attraction. You are creating emotional experiences, not logical conversations. Over time, this nickname becomes associated with how she feels around you: relaxed, safe, curious, slightly challenged, slightly intrigued, and deeply comfortable. And when she stops hearing it, she notices. She misses it. That is when you know it worked. Because now the word is tied to emotion. This is how Stoics influence people. Not through force, not through loudness, but through subtle psychological presence. And here is the most important part most men will ignore. This trick only works if you are emotionally disciplined. If you still get jealous, reactive, needy, over-talkative, or emotionally dependent, the word loses power. Because the word is not the source, you are. Marcus Aurelius once reflected on remaining steady no matter what others did. This is that principle in social form. You remain steady. She moves emotionally around you. And that dynamic is addictive for her. She begins to feel that being around you calms her. And women become deeply attached to men who calm their emotional storms without trying. You are not fixing her emotions. You are neutralizing them with your presence. That is rare. That is magnetic. And that is why this simple forbidden nickname, used correctly, can make her think about you far more than men who try too hard. Because in a world of loud, emotional, approval-seeking men, you become the quiet, grounded, emotionally unshakable presence. You become the man she doesn't understand, but cannot forget. And without realizing it, she starts wanting your approval, your attention, your presence. Not because you chased her, but because you never needed to.